Hey guys and dolls, welcome into another video. My name is Jason and today we're going to be covering Neo. There's some exciting news that has come out over the last few days and I haven't got a video out on Neo for the last 2 weeks roughly, so I'm going to do a full update on the Neo charts today and we are going to go through all of the news that has come out over the last week. There has been some really exciting news, guys, with some expansion into Europe announced. There's been some new investors buying into those Neo shares heavily with millions and millions of dollars. We've got some new price targets that have come out on the stock, and again we have actually had some spotted cars of Neo in a potential new market. So we are going to dive into the computer now. If you do find value at any point in this video, all I ask is that you give it a like, because I do put a lot of hours into the work behind this screen that you guys don't see, and I love getting this information out to you. And consider joining this family of investors on YouTube by hitting that big red subscribe button. Okay, let's go. So guys, up on my screen is the Neo charts. We are going to do a full breakdown of the Neo charts at the end of this video, but I did just want to show you that we had a big sell-off obviously over the last 2 weeks due to that market correction, and we have since pulled back from those lows of about $32, and we are now consolidating in that $40 range, and there is quite a strong support layer right now sitting around that $42 mark. So guys, we do actually have a new article that did come out, and this was made by Deutsche Bank analyst Edison Yo, and basically he's saying to buy Neo. Now I'm not going to go through the whole article because we would be here for about 5 minutes and I don't want to take your time. So guys, some of the key points to take out is that he is talking about how Neo are still expanding with their luxury service, and again they are building a complete model just like Tesla. They want to be fully autonomous by the year of 2022, and again they are expanding to grow their business into Europe. So we can see down here again that a lot of the people in China have said that they actually prefer a Neo, and he does go on to say that building the brand in China, Neo believes that it offers customers in China a superior ownership experience to what Tesla can offer, and they are comparing themselves, guys, to the #1 EV company right now out there. Although investors might worry that price cuts instituted in countries on Tesla's Model Y crossover EV might eat into Neo's business, Fang says that to the contrary, in China, Tesla tends to serve a useful purpose by attracting owners of traditional internal combustion engine cars to the idea of owning an electrical vehicle, but once they're interested, customers often prefer to buy a Neo. So guys, this is really, really important that he made this point. And again, they have the infrastructure right now. They are actually signing a deal with Sinopec, as I have covered in my last video on Neo, just around when they had their earnings, guys. Sinopec is one of the biggest stations right now in China, and with their capacity to have these charging stations signed with Sinopec, then they are going to have a lot more opportunity right now to get those Neo cars out, and they're not going to have those big queues for their charging service. So that's going to allow Neo again to capitalize in this forever growing market. And it does say in this article, guys, that they want to go fully autonomous, like I said, by the year of 2022, and as this is happening in the first quarter of that year, this time next year, this is going to be provided as a software as a service for those people that want it, and they are going to be charging another monthly subscription of $100. So this is really good news, guys, for those Neo shareholders, because it means that we are going to have, in fact, some more subscription reoccurring revenue as a service. And you guys know I absolutely love reoccurring revenue. It is one of my favorite things in a company to look for, and the company literally sit there and they passively get paid for the work that they did in the past, so they can concentrate their energy on R&D and other expanding areas through their business, and maybe acquiring new subsidiaries or things like that. So this is some really, really exciting news, guys, on this article. And I do want to point out down the bottom here that the price target was actually upgraded, and again it does say that the price target has been raised now as a buy to $70. And if we come onto CNN Business, we can see that we do have a lot of price analysts, and they have upgraded their targets over the last month. We have a high estimate now of about $90, guys, by the end of the year, so that's really, really bullish. And again, we have those medium estimates of around $70, so that's really, really good news for us Neo shareholders, because that does provide almost a double up in the upside if we are to take the medium there from the current share price. So guys, that's really, really nice, and I am very happy to hold on to my shares long term. Now there's some other news that I do want to quickly go over. So we are on Reddit, and there was actually some talks that a new Neo car was spotted in the US. So we can see up on my screen, guys, the picture. There was an ES8, I believe, that was spotted in California outside one of the headquarters there. Now what was the meaning of this? Well, the article does go on to say that perhaps this is talks that they are actually talking right now in the US of having that global expansion into the US. But you have to understand, guys, that they are expanding into Europe at the beginning of this year right now, and they're not going to really have much time to go into the US expansion right now. So even though these cars are spotted, I think it is just employees playing around with the NIO idea that there could be a potential expansion into the US in the future, but I do think that that is quite a long way off. So we will have to wait and see what that means. But again, there was a lot of talk and fuss kind of on this Reddit tweet that I did read through. So it's a lot of speculation talk as to what I'm saying for that. So I wouldn't take anything from this source as direct. I think again, it's just people spotting a NIO car. So hopefully we are going to get some good news there come later into this year about any expansion into the US. Now, the last thing that I did want to touch upon before I finish the video is that the Central Bank of Norway has increased its position in NIO by 13.4 million shares in the fourth quarter, raising its investment to 13.7 million. So guys, this is also really good news because you guys know that Norway are extremely bullish on the EV sector in Europe, and they are going to be leading the EV market in Europe. So I think that this is really, really good news because it just means again that the government is basically backing everything up, the banks are backing everything up, and it's going to support electrical vehicles moving forward into the future. And NIO does have plans obviously to position themselves in Norway the second and third quarter of this year, so we are going to have to wait and see how that plays out. But again, I just think that this is all going to allow NIO to push up. So let's go over to the charts really quick and draw up and see what we can see happening right now on our NIO shares. So as I said, we are consolidating around that $43 area, and again we are sitting around that 50 on the RSI. And the general market, guys, the broader market, if you look on my screen right now, has had a big sell-off again, and we do have the FOMC news today coming out, and we've got the Fed coming out potentially for a talk. So I'm going to have to wait and see and update you guys later on in the day if we have any bad or bearish news going on in the markets, and we are going to see a sudden drop because again those bond yields are still rising right now, and for some reason the stock market is very attached to the bond yields, and so there has been a lot of price fluctuation between growth and value investing, and people keep putting their money from growth sectors into value plays. But guys, know that the value plays are up quite high right now. Oil prices, airlines, cruise lines, they are up quite a lot. They have spiked up. Some of those valuations are not justified, and I think that we will actually see another switch back to growth very, very soon, especially if this sell-off does continue rapidly over this course of the next week. So again, I do think that NIO is a buy anywhere below $45. I have always said that, and I will always continue to say that. If we do have any further dropbacks in that share price below $40, if you haven't loaded up on the boat, then this is definitely a stock to put on your radar because, guys, this is such an easy money play. This play is going to be worth a lot in the future. They're going to have autonomous driving aspects. They've got their NIO houses. They have expansion globally. This company are growing revenues year on year over 100%, and then delivering numbers by 2023 and 2024 are expected to be over 500,000, guys. So this is huge numbers compared to the numbers that they are doing right now, which is only about 83,000 in capacity from start to the end of the year. So guys, know that this company, I think, are going to be a leader, and that I do think that they are going to take, you know, a lot of the market share, especially in China, which is where they are currently based. So I'm not worried too much about the short-term noise or volatility of this stock. Again, those price analysts have actually backed us here, and they have said again that NIO is a buy right now, especially towards the end of the year. They are looking for those price targets to be anywhere around that $70, $80 or even $90 ranges. So guys, that is a big update there on our NIO share price. I do think that the next area that we are going to see for NIO to hit is around that $50 and $55. If we do have some good news and we do not break down below this support, then we won't be retesting onto that $32. And if we do, then that is definitely a place I will be loading up with more shares of NIO. Again, we can then expect to come back and retest those highs of about $50 to $55, and this is going to be a new area, in my belief, to have some new ceiling for our NIO share price. So guys, that's what I'm doing with NIO right now. If you did find value at any point in this video, I hope you guys give this video a big flat like for me. Please give it a like. I do really appreciate that, and it does help out with the channel and also the YouTube algorithm. If you have made it this far, I just want to say thank you. Hit that big red subscribe button and join this family of investors. I talk about the stock market every day. My name is Jason, and I hope to see you guys back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. Stay safe, stay green, and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao!